will history remember Joe Biden, our outgoing president? It is his last day in office, and his numbers do not look great at all. In fact, a CNN poll released last week found that he has an approval rating of 33%, meaning two-thirds of the population think he's done a horrible job. Another poll found that 62% of Americans believe that his presidency has been a failure. It's unfortunate because Joe Biden came into the office with the intent of making America a better place after the supposed chaos of the first Trump administration. In reality, he has just caused a wide open southern border, allowing numerous amounts of drugs and people to come in, causing the American public to dislike that a lot. That's shrank his approval ratings down, partially because hundreds of thousands of Americans are dying of drug overdoses and cities are becoming filled with all of these illegal immigrants. Second, he ordered the disastrous withdrawal of Afghanistan, which resulted in the deaths of 13 soldiers and had to be conducted very hastily and led to we kind of being embarrassed on the world stage in the United States. And also, Putin was able to attack Ukraine potentially because Biden wasn't able to stop him. Biden and Putin did not have a relationship, unlike Trump and Putin. And people, many historians believe that under the Trump administration, Putin would not have attacked Ukraine because there would have been Trump to work things out. So Putin invades Ukraine, and now Biden has to provide hundreds of millions of dollars of taxpayer dollars to fund the war there, and the American people are unhappy with him for doing that too. Foreign policy of the Biden administration is just a flat out failure. I haven't even gotten to the Israel problem anymore, where he basically failed to stop the war, failed to bring the hostages home. He wasn't able to negotiate a ceasefire until Trump intervened and did it. He's very weak on the world stage, and unfortunately, he's not respected and taken seriously by many world leaders. His foreign policy is a complete failure. Domestic policy, the border, and immigration is why he is severely weakened in those fields if we're trying to rank him. Uh, Pretty below average on foreign policy, domestic policy, some accomplishments. He did get the economy growing again, get the macroeconomic indicators in the stock market doing great post COVID. But that also led to inflation getting out of control. He could have done more to contain inflation, but he didn't do anything. And it's taken a long time for inflation to come down, and we're still recovering from those high prices. Americans obviously don't like that. People who are presidents in times of high prices shouldn't generally be ranked particularly high. Uh, Other than that, the macroeconomic numbers were good. There was low unemployment. So domestically, he did all right. He also passed the CHIPS bill, Advanced Technology Infrastructure Bill, advanced America's infrastructure, created a lot of jobs, economic growth, etc. Inflation Reduction Act was good for climate change, supposedly. I don't know. So that's how Joe Biden's going to be reminded. Domestically, a, maybe above average, just on policy. Decisions that he individually made probably had a net positive impact on the country, with the exception, glaring exception of the southern border. On foreign policy, a complete failure. So overall, he can probably be a below average president in the 30s range if I were to rank all the presidents. All right, thank you for today's episode. Have a great day. Like and subscribe.